What's up, Fire Signs, Aries, Leo, and Sagittarians? How are you doing today? Thanks for joining me on my channel, The Intuitive Teacup. We are going to do an intuitive read for you guys this morning, general messages. So that means that not all of you will resonate with it, and that's totally fine. Check out your Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs for additional messages. This channel's brand new. I'm just getting it up and running. So if you like what you see, please like, share, subscribe, leave a comment if you feel so inclined. And check out the social media if you're into that. I am the Intuitive Teacup on Facebook and Instagram. Now this is non-date specific read. Oh, you got a popper already. So whenever you see this video is when you're meant to see it. Wow, all right. They just want us to get going. Yours are coming out already. All right, so let's see that. We are doing the Celtic cross for you all today. I didn't even get a chance to part my deck. They just wanted us to go. All right. So bottom of the deck. Ugh, 9 of Swords. Yuck. All right, let's find out what that's all about. What's giving you some anxiety? 4 of Cups. Okay. Could be dealing with a water sign, definitely. 8 of Cups as well. This is already feeling like an emotional read. Oh, 10 of Cups. Beautiful card, and that's in your subconscious. Ace of Pentacles. King of Wands. So your energy, fire signs. 8 of Wands, more fire. 9 of Cups. Damn. All right. Let's see here. 3 of Swords. Death. Could definitely be dealing with a water sign. And the Emperor. Interesting. The air signs just have this same card, same exact position in their outcome. So let's jump in. All right. Fire signs. My Aries, Leos, and my Sag. Something about heartbreak, something about not being satisfied, having 3 perfectly fine cups. Now this could stand for a relationship, right? Frequently cups, Scorpio, Cancer, Pisces, has to do with love, emotions, sometimes our intuition. You have 3 cups in front of you, and whatever it is, even if they are okay or good, they're not good enough. It's not making you happy. And that's nothing you need to feel bad about. I'm not getting that you're being selfish or that you're not appreciating what you have. I think you do. But this is a card of not settling, for wanting and desiring more. Now, this cup here, you haven't seen this yet, or it's new. It's one of the two. And like the person bringing it in actually looks very kind of shy or sad, like nervous to approach you with it. Or turn down. If this person represents someone in your life that maybe you're together, but the fire sign here, who I just feel is this person is not doing it for you. And I think maybe they know. It's like, this isn't typically what this card symbolizes, but it's like they want to bring you this extra cup, but they know that you're already dissatisfied with the 3 that you've built together. Now, 3 of Cups can be like reconciliation. 3 of Cups can be like reunion. So it's very possible that this is a relationship that didn't quite get off to a good start, and somehow you guys came back together. And I'm saying that because of the 3 of Cups reunion. And it's still kind of disappointing. It's still not what you guys kind of hoped and thought it would be. Yeah, and the way, like, I always see, like, this cat is looking at the fishbowl and it's desiring it, right? Like, this cat looks more interested in a bowl that has a swimming fish in it. You could be dealing with a Pisces, right? Than this person who has 3 cups and a human person offering them love, and they're just kind of like, So, yeah, it's kind of a stuck energy. It's not being satisfied. And that is further implicated, or however you want to say it, by this 8 of Cups, a desire to move on and go after your 9 of Cups, your wish fulfillment, which you do have later on. In fact, spoiler alert, it's coming up in the you section, the like what you are presenting as what you want. So yeah, I mean, this is very clear to me. You're walking away from something or someone because, simply put, you are not emotionally satisfied, fire signs. There's something here, it's like a fizzle. Yeah, I'm almost getting it's like when you're putting out a fire and you just have kind of like the embers and maybe a few flames left. You know, you pour a little cup and it's just kind of like that sad, like deflating of a balloon. And I'm sorry, I don't mean to laugh, but yeah, it's like, it's time to pack up and leave and go after what it is that you truly want. It could even be that if this is a relationship, if it could even be just leaving your home, leaving your family, right? If you're trying to move out and be your own person in the world for the first time, going after whatever makes your heart sing, because staying here in this environment, it's not doing it for you. You need to seek new lands. You need to travel, right? Air signs, wands, you love to travel. In your subconscious energy, though, coming up is the 10 of Cups. So that desire for the fairy tale ending, for the everything feels and looks beautiful. It's kind of like that it is wish fulfillment, but it's the dream come true. It's just after the wish fulfillment. So yeah, whatever it is, you are desiring the perfect family, the perfect job, the perfect romantic partner. Everything in this card it glows with light and love and energy, and that's what you want, right? Even more water here. You might be walking away from a water sign, you might be moving towards a water sign, you might just be in your emotions, fire sign, right? It certainly doesn't have to be a water sign, but it's very interesting. You have a lot of water, a lot of cups cards coming up, and fire and water are opposites, very opposite energies, so that can sometimes be difficult for you guys to really sit in those feelings and that emotion. But clearly it's literally your 3 center cards, so like this is on your mind: emotional happiness, emotional fulfillment. So in your past, you have a Ace of Pentacles. So again, it could, like I was picking up on this, it could be a new beginning, but there was something familiar about it. It's not, it is the Ace of Pentacles. So, all right, so it may have been a fresh start. I was looking at it thinking it was the Page of Pentacles for some reason. And so I was going to say, was this a person like you tried to get multiple starts with and something didn't grow? Now, it isn't in reverse. So Ace of Pentacles is actually a really great card. You see great potential in this seed. You want to take it and put it in the fertile land, right? The fertile ground, and water it with all this emotion you have so it can grow in the sunlight, right? Now this is coming up in your past. So, and it's so lush and green and beautiful. Like there was happiness in the past here, contradictory to these emotions in your present. There was potential here. There was room for growth. I think you saw this seed blooming into something greater, blooming into a solid oak tree, or however you want to say it. And again, with this house in the background, I don't know if you can see that, it may have had to do with family. It may have had to do with a relationship, love, moving in together. It's very possible. But yeah, that's your past energy, and then you kind of go into this Saturn energy. Now, in your goals or your beliefs, you have the King of Wands. Excuse me. So this is Leo energy. It's what you believe. It's what you want to strive for. So I do think that it has to do with gaining back your power, coming into that full fire sign energy, creation, passion, travel, love, career, whatever it is that wasn't bringing you satisfaction. It's like you have to harness your own energy back. You have to get back to the original you, whatever makes your heart sing, and go after it passionately, like the King of Wands, right? The King of Wands is very charismatic. Like when he speaks, people listen, right? With this cat, the cat is like fixed on whatever he's demonstrating, right? And they have to do with travel. You may be moving away from something. Well, he has this map right here. But he's full of ideas. He's full of creativity. You might be doing some writing. But it's a goal or it's a belief. So I think it's an energy you are still trying to harness if you are not there yet. There's something that's very professorial, teacher, mentor about this card. It could be a boss, but I'm thinking it is your energy. But yeah, it's like you want to rise to the next step. You want to ascend to something greater, something that, again, just lights a fire under you. Or lights a fire, or sets your world on fire is what I'm trying to say. You need the passion back in your life, whether that has to do with romance or not. It may just have to do with loving yourself. That's always really important, right? You got to start there. Yeah, it's like you have to come back in your full energy again, and I think that's what you want. So, in your approaching future, you have 8 of Wands. And so this is absolutely, without a doubt, speaking to me about communication. Communicating these feelings of needing to walk away, of not feeling satisfied, of not feeling fulfilled. You're communicating it to someone, and you could be leaving a job behind. Maybe you've been a really solid, steady worker, but your heart just isn't in this. You pictured yourself being, again, at this job. If this was in your past, you got this job and you saw a really long-term career. You know, you thought you would get married and have kids and still be at this job. Maybe it had great health benefits and a great vacation package, and there were all these things, but in reality, it was just kind of this. And so you're needing to communicate that to someone that, you know what, this isn't it. I need to leave and go after what my heart tells me to do. And communicating this is going to be very hard. Typically, these wands are shown kind of all in a row, all 8 in a row, straightforward, heading like it's a Sagittarian card, actually. It's the way he pulls back his arrow and then launches it from the bow. It's like they go straight and fast. So I'm getting here that the communication is a little bit messy. It might be that you don't know how to do it, or that you're circling around what it is that you really want. But yeah, see how there's a storm? So it's like, even if you had the intention of setting off these arrows straight and, you know, directly messaging the person you need to, somehow it gets messed up. Like maybe you have like a tech issue with your phone or with your computer, or again, it might just be more these emotions that you aren't used to feeling. It's screwing up how you're presenting yourself, how you're communicating this message. And it might be that you're trying to, if it's a letter of resignation, it's like you're typing the email up and you keep deleting it like 3 million times because you're just like, no, that doesn't sound right. Like, this communication for you is very hard, fire signs. Very, very difficult. Very interesting. So again, as we were saying, you're coming off as 9 of Cups. So you're in this energy, this like Zen, beautiful, channeling from, I'm just getting like from the gods, from the universe, what it is that you want, what it is you deserve, what is your wish, what is your hope, what is your fantasy, what does this 10 of Cups really look like? Because we know whatever it is right now is not your 10 of Cups. I think your 10 of Cups is what you want. Your wish fulfillment is the 10 of Cups, but you have to figure out what that is if you don't already know, fire signs. So, I mean, it's really beautiful that you are in this energy of wanting more, of desiring more. Again, that's what this is. And it's nothing to be ashamed of or feel guilty, right? You have one, well, I don't know if I want to say that. I was going to say you have one life to live on this planet, potentially, right? But, you know, reincarnation and all that, whatever you believe. But here and now, why not live your life to the fullest and choose, again, what makes your heart sing? What fills your cup? What fills you up with love and passion? What makes that fire burn inside of you? It's so important to sit and recognize our situation, to assess, is this what I want? Do I see a future here? Or am I stuck? Am I settling? Yeah, you're in a beautiful energy of, if you're not taking the action, right, wand energy, seeking it, you're at least thinking about it. It's in your emotions, it's in your headspace, it's in your intuition. You know there's something more for you, fire signs. It's really beautiful. Oh, it's making me a little bit emotional, actually. You have a crab here. Maybe there's a Cancer in your life. You do have a lot of water energy. It's pretty amazing. So then in what's around you, so your surrounding environment or potentially how people view you is 3 of Swords. So heartbreak, pain, it is mental energy, right? Aquarius, Gemini, Libra, it doesn't have to be, but it could be something involving that person. You could work for an air sign. This person you're leaving behind could be an air sign. Or you know what I'm saying? It could be your boss, something like that. But basically, the 3 of Swords, it does speak to tragedy, hard times. You know, swords through the heart. It's raining outside, right? Like there's darker energy, and there's something about just wanting to curl up in bed and kind of cry. So if this is a relationship you're leaving behind, I'm getting that your partner kind of already knows. It's like the writing is on the wall. If there hasn't been a harsh communication of words exchanged, if there hasn't been kind of like if cups haven't been spilled yet, right? If emotions haven't really been brought to the surface and realized, hey, this isn't working, even in your job, I'm just getting that people are sensing it. Like it might show on your face a little bit, fire signs, which, you know, isn't super surprising, right? Fire signs do kind of tend to wear their heart on their sleeves in terms of what they're thinking, of what actions they want to take. So if you are trying to conceal this and like, yeah, it's almost like to save someone's feelings, you're not being totally truthful about not feeling fulfilled here. It's already kind of on the surface, if that makes sense. And you might be feeling this as well. In addition to feeling Four of Cups energy, you might be feeling heartbreak and pain, right? Again, I always see this journal on the bed. It's like you're doing intense thinking and thoughts. You might literally be writing something out about how you're feeling. You might be a writer. You might be creative in some way. But even the ink is spilled. It's like the attempts to do it have even failed there. So yeah, it's like nothing seems to be going right here. It's just... It's a stuck kind of icky energy, and it could be what's in your environment. It could be your partner in this relationship, because it is exterior, but it can also be how people are viewing you. So it could be that your boss knows that it might be that you're starting to slide at work. You don't have the same passion anymore. Maybe, you're falling late or behind on deadlines. You're showing up to work a little bit later. There's something in your environment that is showing that something just isn't quite right. There is some pain here, some heartbreak. It could be depression. It can be a very severe trauma to not only our heart, but in our head, right? Really low vibrational thinking that is rooted in sadness and dark times. But I don't know. Very, very different dynamics here. This is the you card. This is what's around you. So I don't know if this is you guys, fire signs. Tell me in the comments if it is. But this is what's coming up as your energy. It can sometimes be what you want to be, like a goal for yourself, how you present yourself. But it's you. So this, again, it's what you want. If maybe you're not quite in this wish fulfillment energy yet, maybe you haven't reached that point of healing, right? Where you're able to kind of deal with what's happened in your situation and decide what it is that you want to go for. Maybe you are still kind of in this kind of stuck depression or heartbreak. I don't think you're expressing how deep these wounds are, but it shows, like, this person knows. It's actually really sad. So if you are having trouble in a relationship and your person, if you haven't communicated anything to your person, and quite frankly, I don't think you have, be very gentle here, because I'm just sensing that this person they're very fragile, even though they might already know. It's almost cruel that you're hiding it from them, because it's creating a bigger boundary, a bigger space in this already kind of rough, broken relationship. You need to communicate. You need to get these wands straight and in order, so that you are very precise and exact about what you're trying to say, about what you're trying to express, about what it is that isn't working or what it is that you want to go for. So, in your guidance, you have the Death card, you have transformation. Not at all getting a literal death from this card at all, just putting that out there. I think we all know death typically stands for transformation or change. And again, I said this with, I was about to say Gemini, maybe you're dealing with a Gemini, in the air video that I did right before. There's this severing, like he's brought down his blade and he almost severed it, but he can't quite. I say he or she, it doesn't matter. This is a Scorpio card. You might be dealing with a Scorpio here. But it's like there's hanging on by a thread. And again, that's what this speaks to, hanging on by a thread. And I think it's you, fire signs. I think your flame has become really dull, like it's almost a spark at this point. And that's not you. That's not your energy. You need to snuff out whatever this thing is that's keeping you stuck and reignite your flame. Get back into this energy that existed in your past, whatever that was. Because there's a need to let go. There's a need to sever. And again, I'm getting it's because you don't want to hurt someone's feelings here, but they know, and you not telling them and making them kind of sit and wait for it to come out, it's torture for them. And I'm sure it's torture for you too, because you don't want to hurt this person, but it needs to come out. It's like, I'm just getting it's the right thing to do. So again, use your own judgment, use your own discernment on what actions you need to take. We all have free will, but you should always be respectful and thoughtful of those around you. Just because you're really struggling with your own emotions isn't a reason to not consider theirs, if that makes sense, if they are heavily involved in a relationship with you, right? Even if it is, it could be a boss or coworker. This is like a younger energy, so I'm just getting, it could even be like, I don't know, it could be a younger sibling if there was some sort of, again, like a severing of a connection there. It's like, someone isn't being truthful with their emotions, with how they're feeling. And it is impacting people in your environment, right? It is. You need to be this King of Wands energy again. This could be a spread for Leo potentially, but any fire sign, Aries, Leo, Sag. We do have a Sagittarius card, and actually we have an Aries card. So yeah, actually all three of you fire signs are present here, which is amazing. So in your outcome, the Emperor, so Aries energy, thinking with the head, the ram, going straight at it, right? Kind of charging. It can be very stubborn and kind of intense. It's intense and fiery, right? The Emperor can be a boss. It can be kind of the father, but it's all about rules and order and stability. And it's interestingly enough, sometimes the Emperor can be a very scary depiction or have a negative connotation. Here he actually looks very inquisitive to me. Not in a way that like he doesn't know what he's doing, because he absolutely does, but it's like there's something about his energy that is reconsidering or thinking about something. You have two very strong kind of, it doesn't have to be masculine, we all have masculine and feminine energies, but the energies coming off in these cards are very masculine, kind of power energies, right? Like they speak and they command the room without even having to try. Charisma, power. There's lots of power here, and not in a bad way at all. Again, I've been harping so much on coming back into your energy, back into your power, lighting that match so that your flame can just erupt into like this huge, beautiful, glowing fire. But in order to do that, there needs to be some transformation. Both cards of like walking away, right? Going after your Nine of Cups, it's through this door. It's embracing this death energy, embracing that there is going to be a loss. There is going to be a severing of something, putting something to rest, letting something go so that you can walk into this door that's being illuminated behind you. It's like this is in your energy. You're thinking about it. Because what's behind this door, I think, is this Ten of Cups that's in your subconscious that you really want. It's your wish fulfillment, right? To get there, you may have to take some risks. You may have to leave behind what is familiar, right? Just because it's familiar doesn't mean it's going to satisfy you, right? This person doesn't look happy, and neither does this person, right? And maybe you're both holding on to this just because you don't know what else to do because it's comfortable, but maybe just having that communication, having that talk is actually going to make this transformation a lot easier. Maybe you're both thinking and feeling the same things, but you're both afraid to even have the conversation. So are you going to choose to sever this, to take the risk and see what's behind this door? Or are you going to stay barely hanging on by a thread? It's like there's stress here. There's mental energy trying to keep this rope together that's already been cut. It's like by just even thinking about cutting it, this like metaphoric angel, demon, however you want to see it, it doesn't even have to bring the blade down. Like it's already being severed because it's in the headspace of this person with the swords, right? Gemini, Libra, Aquarius doesn't have to be. And just to be very clear, that's not, this is not an air card, but it is depicted with a sword. So I felt the need to say that. But yeah, your outcome is the Emperor, coming back into your power, sitting on your throne confidently, knowing that the decisions you've made came from great thought and planning, right? The same way that this guy thoughts and planning on like teacher, professorial, marking things on a blackboard or whatever, mapping things out, having a game plan. Now, technically his pairing is with the Empress, right? But he does sit alone in this throne in this depiction. He is like a dog, so he has some loyalty. Maybe you have some good friends. But yeah, I'm just getting that if it is a relationship, and to be honest, it does feel like that. I don't like that to always be the default, but that's relationships are really significant and important in our life. I think this inquiry, this inquiring energy he just has on his face, it might be that contemplation of, do I want to choose to be single for a bit and really figure out what my Ten of Cups is about? Who is with me in this Ten of Cups? Is it this person that you're with? Oh, you know what? This could be a divorce. I just realized that. This could be your child, fire signs, and they're part of the picture here. But it might be that the spouse or whoever you're with, a girlfriend, boyfriend, whatever, partner, they might not be your Ten of Cups partnership, if that makes sense. And you don't want to hurt this child because obviously that child is always going to be in your life. But yeah, very interesting. So that just came to me. That's only going to be for a few of you. But again, the card of fatherhood. It's like you're always going to be a dad, but you might not be with this a dad or mother, right? For all the motherly fire signs out there, I'm using this symbolically. You are always going to be the head of that family in a sense, but it might not be with the person you're with right now. Not if that, right? Very interesting. Yeah, so it makes sense. Bottom of your deck was the Nine of Swords, anxiety. I think there's anxiety about where to go from this. There's anxiety about starting anew. See how it's like the sun is trying to come up, like it's sunrise, but this person is still bathed in the darkness. Very much like this card. It's like if you just accept that there's a lit door behind you, there's new paths that you can go through. If you embrace this light, this new energy, and let whatever needs to die, and I mean, that's a harsh way of putting it, whatever needs to be put to rest, whatever needs to be changed or left behind, you're going to get rid of that anxiety. But before you can move on from that anxiety, the next card here is the Hangman. So this is a really big decision. I think it's going to take some time. But, okay, last card I'm going to draw. This is what's coming in. A stable foundation, Four of Wands. It can be the marriage card. It can be the soulmate card. It doesn't have to be. It can just be a solid, steady foundation. But look, there's happiness here. There's celebration. There's groups of people. There's that family or that palace, that castle, that home that isn't in your Ten of Cups energy or your Nine of Cups energy, rather. Where did we see that earlier? Oh, it was in this card, right? This little home here, starting anew, building a new beginning. This is what's coming up, but you have to get through this anxiety, and this Hangman energy is what's coming up before that solid, steady foundation. And yeah, I think a lot of it has to do with this. And deciding what you guys want, fire signs, that's going to be really, really important here. So it is a bit of a heavy reading, but the power lies with you guys, which is kind of, amazing, right? That's a good thing. You determine your destiny and your future. What card can we get for fire signs? What oracle card to go with this? Everything you need to know about this video will be in the comment box or the description box below, so I'll list all these decks that I'm using. Oh, wow, yours flew out. Sleeping Beauty's Dream. All right, so let me pull that card out and read it to you. Oh my gosh, this video has been long. Sorry, fire signs, but I had so much to say for yours. Card number 3. Let's do it. Sleeping Beauty's Dream. Soul Journey. Power of imagination, inner strength. We all know the story of Sleeping Beauty, who got pricked by a spindle and fell into a deep sleep. This card shows Sleeping Beauty asleep, her hair thick like thorns surrounding a castle. Imagine if your soul could wander while you sleep. What places and people would it visit? Envision what kind of journey you could have. Your soul is not tied to a certain place. It is about to tear down walls and scale a hedge of thorns. Like the bird Sleeping Beauty gently holds in her hand, your soul is ready to be freed and soar to all places in your dreams. Yeah, absolutely. There's such a fixation here in your spread about homes and family. And yet, how do I want to phrase this? Home isn't a fixed location. Home can change. Home can be wherever you choose to travel and take it, and with whom you choose to do that. This can be a home. Do you know what I'm saying? And again, it's like in your subconscious, in your dreams, there's more. There's more wish fulfillment for you, fire signs. And you might be dreaming about it. You may get some clarity, actually, if you want to journal about your dreams, right? That could be what this is. Whatever it is, though, it's like these thoughts and ideas are coming to you in your dreams, and you need to follow your heart. Because, there's much more travel and adventures in your future here. Yeah. All right. Beautiful. Thanks for joining me, Aries, Leo, and Sag. I love you guys so much. I hope you enjoyed that reading. Like, share, subscribe if you want to see more. Check out social media, The Intuitive Teacup on Facebook and Instagram, and I will catch you beautiful fire signs later. Take care, guys.